It's Tuesday, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and we are in Smithville Lake in Smithville, Missouri. We drove from Independence on Sunday and we drove straight here. We got the last singular spot. They have some tandem spots, but I didn't want one of those, for the 3 weeks that we're staying here. We're in spot 192. We kind of like the spot. We don't have neighbors on our curbside, and we have a lot of green grass for Chico to run around on. We're gonna go for a car ride today. We're not showering in the coach or showering in the shower house. They don't have sewer hookups here, and well, they have a dump station, but I don't feel like unhooking and dumping every 3 or 4 days. So, there's my boy. In Independence, I got him to howl at the sirens, but he doesn't do it quite as well here. So, Marie's almost ready to go, and we'll be on the road here shortly. We're going to stop for a soda. A soda and a beef stick. We're flying the A's colors until we lost badly yesterday. We let that Torrey Hunter hit a 3-run homer late in the game, and Jesus, we don't have a good team. Our time has come and gone. Time to rebuild. So we'll see what's next. Our first picture stop finds us in Platte City in Platte County, Missouri. We're in the historical downtown. We forgot a leash, so we're gonna have to find Chico a leash. We're gonna need a drugstore here pretty quick. We're in the courthouse square. I think the courthouse was built in 1866. It's kind of hard to see the sign or the plaque on top of the arch on that pointed spot. So here you go. Our next stop finds us at the Leavenworth Bridge on Missouri 92. This is the border between Kansas and Missouri. We're in Leavenworth, Kansas, in Leavenworth County. Now, George had said once that the Mississippi River really should be called the Missouri River because at the confluence of the two, the Missouri is longer to the headwaters in Montana than the Mississippi is to the headwaters in Minnesota. So really, from the confluence of the two rivers south of St. Louis, it should be called the Missouri, and I thought he had a good point. Anyway, we're on the Missouri. It goes through Kansas City and goes across Missouri. And doesn't the boss look good in red? I think so.
Thank you.
So here you have it. Our next stop finds us in Atchison, Kansas. And you've heard that name because of the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad. It has since, over time, merged with the Burlington Northern Railroad, and you see the newer engines say BNSF on them. I think they've even merged with Southern Pacific. The railroads have really conglomerated in our country. But we're going to go around to the front of the museum here and we'll have a look. Here we are inside the museum. The hometown of famous flyer Amelia Earhart is Atchison, Kansas. She grew up in town at her grandparents while her parents lived out of town and divorced after she grew up. Now here's a lot of Atchison County license plates. You can see on some of the older ones from the 30s and the 40s that they have 15 in front, and that means Atchison County. And then in 1951 they went to the letter designation of AT, which continues to this day. So you see the plates on the right hand side from the 50s and the 60s all say AT on them, and then the bottom plate here that says MXU 838 has the AT sticker on it, which all the Kansas plates have for each of the 100 or so counties in Kansas. Our next stop finds us still in Atchison, Kansas, along the Missouri River, upriver from Leavenworth. Here's the old rail bridge across the Missouri, and in back of that, the blue bridge is the Amelia Earhart Memorial Bridge, which is US 59, I think. And here's the memorial in the same little park area for Sergeant First Class Clint Wisdom and Sergeant Don Clary, who I'm going to assume are native Atchison, Kansas servicemen who were killed in the line of duty. Here we are up on the bluffs in the Amelia Earhart Historical District on the National Register of Historic Places. It's still in the Missouri River. We were just down on the banks, and now we're up in the bluffs.